How come you're so tired?
Oh, up all night with the kid.
What was wrong with him?
Oh, diaper rash. Poor little guy hollering his head off all night long.
That's a shame.
Ludlow 7.
Ludlow 7.
A reported child, possibly lost or abandoned. Child heard crying in empty field at 800 block of Marshall Boulevard. Code 2, over.
Okay.
Here we go.
Why don't you go over there?
All right.
I'll go over here. If you see anything, holler.
All right, I'll give a holler.
119, Adam Frank Robert Sam.
Hey, Mike, I found our lost child. What are you doing out this late at night, huh? You're too small to go out in the dark. Besides, you'll catch cold. And the next thing you do, you follow me, all right? Here you go. Come on.
Control, this is Ludlow 7. Officer shot. Officer needs help. Location 800 block of Marshall. Suspect still in the area.
The shot came from up there somewhere. You okay? I'm okay. Bad for Foley. Foley, it's gonna be okay. They're coming.
Oh, my God.
Hang on, buddy.
Willie? Double O buckshot.
Foley. Anything yet?
No, nothing. He's been in there for over an hour. That shotgun tore him wide open. It was a routine call. We went out to look for this lost child, and it was
Routine.
So was the call officer Schwartz answered routine, and Sabetta's also. Now, Foley's the third officer who's been gunned down this month. I keep telling you people in the muster room, there's no such thing as anything routine, not until we catch hold of this cop killer. All right, now, take it from the top. Tell me what happened.
That's it. We answered the call for the lost child, and then Foley found this puppy. It was obviously a setup, Lieutenant.
Well, did you see whoever it was?
No.
Did Foley?
I don't know.
But did he say anything?
He called for Jean. Just called for Jean.
That's his wife. Well, I've got to go see him.
I'll go with you, Lieutenant.
No, thank you. Stay here. Take a little time. Have some coffee.
I don't want any coffee.
Maybe your wife does.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Morning, Larry.
Morning.
Sleep well?
Not really. I had this dream.
Oh, nice dream, I hope.
Mail come yet?
No. Larry, if your father had wanted to get in touch with you, he would have years ago.
Well, maybe he's been trying, but he doesn't know where we live.
We've been at this same address for 12 years now. All that time, and when he wanted to phone, all he had to do was call in information. Take your orange juice.
Utilities were down 3 1/2 today, while blue chips held steady. Now for the morning news. A small puppy was the bait used to lure a police officer into a field yesterday on the south side in which he was shot and killed. That makes the third such police officer who, baited by a phone call, died. Killed for no reason other than he wore the uniform of law enforcement. Where are they when you need them, ladies and gentlemen? They're out there, sometimes dying for us.
I saw him.
Who?
On the corner of Del Rey.
The guy he was talking about on the radio, the guy that had the puppy and killed the policeman.
Heavy squall line.
I saw him yesterday. I know I did. I think I did.
Now, Larry, you have to be sure about a thing like that.
30 to 40 miles an hour.
Here you go, Charlie. Oh, well,
Officer,
yeah.
I have something to report, but I'm not sure who I should report it to.
Well, you can start with me.
Well, I heard on the radio this morning about some guy in regards to a brown puppy. Well, I saw a guy with a puppy like that.
When?
Yesterday. I just got off work. It was around 5 o'clock. No, it must have been after that, because I had this problem on my mind. I was driving around, you know.
Yeah. Where'd you see this guy?
In a field off Marshall. He put the puppy in a hole.
Come with me.
No idea of his height.
Well, he was in this field all by himself, you know. I didn't have a basis of comparison. He didn't look too tall, though.
But he was fat.
Well, yeah. Kind of like a teddy bear, you know, plump. And he wore this black turtleneck sweater.
What about his face?
Well, I didn't get a real good look at him, but I know that he had long blonde hair and he was wearing glasses with these thick lenses.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah. Well, his cheeks were a little fatter.
A little bit more like over here.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him. That's the man I saw.
Gentlemen, we suspect the man depicted in this sketch to have shot and killed Officer Foley. We further presume him to be the murderer of your other two fellow officers. But the operative words here are suspect and presume, which means that you will stop and question anyone who closely resembles this sketch. And if you're not pleased with the answers to these questions, bring them in for further questioning. Now, let's not get reckless here. We don't want to put leverage on anyone simply because they eat too much or have bad eyes or need a haircut. Okay, that's it. Check your pin maps, hit the street, dismissed.
Come on. Take it easy now. Come on. I'll just get this guy. Talk.
Excuse me. Sorry.
All right, just take it easy. Now. Come on.
Webster? Hey, Charlie, it was Webster who called in to back up, wasn't it?
Like you doing in a place like this?
A pig mask? Well, all right, there are other things. Now, does the description we have fit?
No way of telling, Lieutenant.
It's hard to miss a chubby man with thick glasses and long blonde hair, Webster.
It is when he's wearing a mask, Lieutenant.
Well, the hair was probably tucked up under the cap, and as for the glasses, they might have been under the mask.
All right, would you say he was stocky?
I'd say so.
Well, yeah, maybe, but, he moved real good to me, Lieutenant.
Maybe he just looked heavy because he was wearing a big jacket.
Sir, maybe it's a good idea to check out this Larry West.
Come again?
Well, he's the only eyewitness we have, and we don't know much more about him than his name.
Well, I know something about him. He's a citizen, and he came forward with valuable information when we had none. Don't interrupt me before I finish my sentence, Webster. And it took some degree of courage for him to do what he did. All right. In spite of the fact that I think you're wrong, and I do like the boy, I want you to check him out anyway. You have nothing to lose. Matter of fact, it's good police procedure.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant.
What is it?
Well, Terry and I were chasing this guy. He, never fired at us.
Well, maybe that's because he was too busy running, Gillis.
Yes, sir. Maybe.
Well?
No. No, that's not him.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, he looks like the guy, but he's not the one I saw with the puppy.
Officer Gillis chased someone last night who took a shot at one of our men.
Did he look like that guy?
No, I didn't. Of course, it was hard to tell. The guy was wearing a pig's mask.
Pig's mask? What's he trying to say, that all cops are pigs, huh?
Most likely.
Yeah, and, you know, I heard the psychos, a lot of them, they want to get caught and punished, you know, like that guy in, Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment.
Raskolnikov?
Yeah, him.
He wasn't a psycho. He had a very normal conscience.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, I'm glad you two gentlemen have reached one definite decision. Who brought you down here, Larry?
Berghoff did. He's back on duty. I'll take him.
Good. I want to thank you for your cooperation. Very good of you, son.
Yeah, you're welcome, Lieutenant. Anytime, sir.
Gillis, you studied psychology in college?
Yes, sir. I had basic psych 101, 102, and a couple of advanced courses.
Uh-huh. And what do you think of our criminal?
I'd say he's freaked out.
I suppose you think if you used a full-blown technical term, I won't understand you.
No, sir.
Lieutenant? R&I made his prints. His name is Reuben Weiss, wanted in Detroit for dealing.
Very good. Well, the whole drill wasn't a total loss. Go ahead and lock him up. I'll call Detroit.
Yes, sir.
I'm going in and pick up my wife. You can either come in with me or wait outside the car. I can't leave any unauthorized personnel in the car unattended, okay?
Sure.
You knucklehead! Look what you did to my car! $4,000 and you ruined it!
Couldn't you see me pulling in here?
You come in like a bat out of nowhere! What are you doing?
Hey, what's that? Come on, split it up. Hey, I said, quit! Stay off of me! Let me get him!
That's it. Take care of him. Take care of him. He's been handed into me. He wasn't even
They're gonna see me in court, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Couple of those chocolate donuts. You like chocolate? And a cup of mocha java.
What's that?
It's coffee. Don't they teach you rookies anything?
Guess not. I thought you were supposed to start your vacation today.
The lieutenant asked me to postpone it for a couple of weeks.
That's not what I heard. I heard you volunteered to postpone it.
Yeah? Well, don't spread it around. I figure that anybody that volunteers for anything in this outfit's a little touched in the noggin.
That's for sure.
And another thing. A good cop never sits at the bar by himself.
Yeah, how come?
Because all the action is going on behind you.
Here, let me get that. Maybe one of those lessons, yeah.
You sure you don't want this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Awful good.
No, I don't want it.
See you at the chair.
Okay, you got it. There you go. You get a couple more of those chocolate donuts. All right, they said something about a possible skull fracture.
No, it's not that. It's concussion. Oh, you can go in for a minute if you want.
Do you think you could give him these? Well, I know how you must feel. My father was a policeman.
Thanks.
What do you say, Mike?
Hey, Lieutenant.
Look, sweetheart.
I didn't know you cared, Lieutenant.
It's from Larry West, Mike.
I might have known it wouldn't be from you.
Mike, did you see anything?
Nothing except what I keep seeing. Kellogg in that car. Kellogg in that car in flames.
The doctor gave him a sedative. He'll sleep now.
You look like you've been up all night with him. Why don't you get some sleep too, Joe?
I'm okay. I guess just knowing that he won't be out there for a while makes me feel better. I know it's selfish, but I can't help it.
I'd worry if you felt any other way. Something wrong?
No, it's just when you call me son, it reminded me of my father.
You resent my calling you that?
No, not at all. I mean, actually, you do remind me of him. I mean, well, he was a real man like you, you know, and I get the feeling you like people, and he was like that too.
He was.
I mean, he is. I was just thinking about when I was a kid.
Hey, when noon rolls around, I'll stop by. We'll have a sandwich, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Good. I have here a psychological profile which has been prepared by the eminent police psychiatrist, Dr. Edward Dolgen. It's highly technical, but we are very fortunate in having with us today an officer who, while he was in college, studied Psych 101, Psych 102, and I believe that was advanced. Is that not so, Officer Gillis?
Yes, sir.
Now, Officer Gillis has already made a preliminary diagnosis, and he finds this suspect to be, quote, freaked out, unquote. However, Dr. Dolgen feels that we are dealing here with a schizoid. Would you care to explain that term, Officer Gillis?
Well, as you probably all know, it means he's a split personality. Two people living in the same body. Now, one person might be absolutely normal and also unaware of the other, who in this case is homicidal. The other personality, the malignant one, rarely surfaces, but when triggered by something he sees or hears, he takes command of the whole body and, in this case, kills.
Thank you, Officer Gillis. Now, one more point. The suspect apparently suffers from a feeling of masculine inadequacy. Consequently, he resents strong male figures of authority. In other words, anyone wearing the blue suit.
Sir. Anyone?
That's what the doctor says.
Well, couldn't the killer be singling out certain people and not just anyone in a blue suit? I don't know. Maybe I'm just spinning my wheels.
You keep right on spinning them, Officer Webster. They may get us someplace. Okay, that's it. Check your pin maps and hit the street. Dismissed. Webster, Gillis, I want to talk to you for a second. You know, you two marched to the sound of your own drums before. And occasionally, not frequently, but occasionally, you've been right. If you have a theory about this schizo, I want you to follow it out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good.
No, I was watching.
Egg salad or ham and cheese? Take your pick.
Sit down. Go ahead. Well, which you want?
I would prefer eggs Benedict. I'll settle for egg salad.
Okay. And you know, my dad told me that he used to know this gangster up in Seattle called that.
Call what?
Eggs Benedict. You think he was pulling my leg?
Probably both of them. You said your father ran a motel up in La Jolla, I believe.
Yeah, well, he owns it.
I suppose you don't see too much of him.
Oh, yeah. He sends me airfare, and I go down there every couple of weekends. Yeah, we have a ball. We go boating, fishing, you know, things like that.
Sounds great.
It is. He's got this white sloop with red sails. You know, like that old song. What was it?
Red sails in the sunset?
Yeah.
Strong. Have you got anything better to do than that?
Yeah. Red sails in the sunset. I'm on the tiller. Dad handles the sheets, and then we sit there and watch the sun sink into the sea and head back to port. Then I grill steaks, really thick ones, you know.
You a good cook, are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, I always wanted to be on the cops. Well, that's what Dad calls it, on the cops. But, you know, I'm not as big and strong as he is, and I flunked out of high school.
You could take some night classes? A few weeks in the gym and fill out those shoulders?
You really think I could be a police officer?
You can do anything you set your mind to in this world, son.
Well, if I did decide to take it on, do you think you could, well, like, be my advisor?
Sure. Advice is one. How did that egg salad know that my pants have just been to the cleaners? Wouldn't you know that? Looking at all those mugshots must be pretty tiring. Well, I'll tell you this. I admire you for sticking with it. Being neat is not how I made lieutenant, I can tell you. You know, your eyes are bloodshot. That's from glomming at those files. Maybe you better knock off till tomorrow.
Picture was on the second page of the Post last month.
So the killer saw it and he went after Foley for police brutality? Is that your theory?
For what he thinks is police brutality, yes.
Well, what about the first two officers that were killed? Give me the assignment sheets, will you, please?
Schwartz and Sabetta. That's right. Been thinking about that for the last 3 days. Then I remember that the TV covered that riot over at the high school a few weeks back.
And you saw the stuff they shot?
Went over to KRTV and ran the tapes. Sure enough, Schwartz and Sabetta strong-arming a couple of dudes.
So the killer went home that night and watched it on TV?
He could have.
Give me the sheets. All right, your theory doesn't apply to Kellogg until they sent him out with Danko. He's done nothing but desk work for I don't know how long.
Yeah, we figured that Mike was the target. Now, he usually rides alone. The killer wouldn't have expected Kellogg to be with him.
Danko was strong-armed somebody recently, has he?
Not that we know of.
Well, ask him tonight when you pick him up. He gets discharged at 6. I told Jill I was going to prepare a little surprise. You and Gillis are both invited.
What's the surprise, Lieutenant?
I'm cooking.
Oh, good.
You got yesterday's assignment sheets there? Thanks. Assignment sheets there. What are these?
Here you go, Lieutenant.
Thank you. We have the file 27. Did you find anything?
Well, I've been through all the files, but no luck.
Well, you put in enough time for one day. You got anything better to do with your Sundays?
Well, not especially.
The last time we talked, you told me you could cook. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm cooking dinner tonight for Danko and his friends. How'd you like to give me a hand? Unless you're doing something.
No, I mean, yeah, I really like that.
All right. As soon as I finish these assignment sheets, we'll take off. This will help you pass the time.
What is this?
That's a little present. It's the Police Academy manual.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll buy your theory on excessive force, but I haven't had a hassle with anybody in I don't know how long.
Okay, then, how about permissible force?
No, nothing.
Okay, all right, I'm wrong.
Closest I've come would have been with a couple of guys out in front of here the other night that had to step in between.
Crowd gathered?
No. Not unless you want to call me and Larry and the two guys having a beef a crowd. Hey, thanks for coming by. But as soon as the doctor checks me out, Jill's going to take me home. Okay.
So, yeah. Take it easy.
See you at home.
Mrs. Thompson, please report to front desk. Mrs. Thompson, please report to front desk.
Larry, what's there?
What do you mean?
The day Mike muscled like iron the street?
Yeah?
The day Oldest strung on that drunk at headquarters? Larry was there.
So what? Hey, Terry, he's our eyewitness. How could he see the killer and be the killer?
Well, you said schizo, right?
Yeah.
2 personalities in one body, right?
Yeah. Huh.
Are you sure you don't want some coffee?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Mrs. Miller, who is this?
Oh, that's Larry's father.
Is he still alive?
As far as we know, we haven't heard from him in 12 years. Oh, I know you must think that's unnatural, but when my sister, Larry's mother, died, her husband asked me to take the child. Truth is, he just didn't want him. Larry's father used to deny that Larry was his own son. Not true, of course. It was just his excuse for the way he treated the boy. May the Lord forgive him.
Ma'am, how did he treat him?
He used to say to Larry, "You're not a chip off the old block, Tubby. You're the whole woodpile." And the more rejected Larry became, the more he ate and the fatter he got. Larry was always a kind of a lump of a boy. Overweight, clumsy, and he wore glasses. Compensation, I guess they call it. Well, it never did compensate. He just got fatter and hated his father more and more.
Why'd he say that?
Well, he has nightmares, dreams. Sometimes he wakes up sweating and screaming, "I'll kill you, Daddy. I'll kill you."
Mrs. Miller, could we see Larry's bedroom, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Right here.
Second assistant chief cook and bottle washer, front and center, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh, smell that heavenly aroma. That is veal a la Riker. It's a meal fit for a king. You want to know why?
No, why?
Because of the secret ingredient I have in there that the greatest chefs of Paris would give a fortune to learn.
Really?
Yes. Aren't you going to ask me what that secret is?
Well, it must have a pretty low security rating.
It certainly does. It's extremely low.
Okay, first assistant bottle washer and chief cook. What is that secret ingredient?
It's the $7.29 a pound Eastern veal that Hoffelmeyer sells. I have an armored car to take it home in.
Well, I'm finished here. What else you want me to do?
Set the table, will you, please?
Okie doke.
The peppers. It's time for my peppers.
Okay. Good.
That's Larry with his mother and father. He was about 8 at the time.
Hey, Terry, come here. Look at this. He's describing himself.
As he was as a kid.
Would you get that, please, Larry?
Hello?
Hello. Larry? Larry, would you put Lieutenant Riker on the phone, please? Larry?
Who was it?
It's a wrong number.
Oh. I think Jill said the sofa's in the drawer, the bottom drawer. All right. Let's check out this salad. If the dressing is properly married.
Suspect wanted for killing 4 police officers is one Larry West. He is now at Officer Danko's home with Lieutenant Riker. We're on our way.
Roger, the Little Niner will dispatch units as backup.
The solid course of another memorable meal. You haven't made much progress, have you? I thought you'd have the table set. Put that gun down, Larry, or something to play with.
I'm not playing.
Well, I don't care what you call it. Just put it down.
I'm gonna kill you, Daddy. You hear that? I'm gonna kill you.
Larry, I am not your father.
You see? He's doing it again. He won't even admit he's your father.
Now, look, Larry, I'm Lieutenant Riker. I brought you that police manual on the table. And I've been trying to help you.
That's right. That's right. I remember he's been good to me. Oh, yeah. He was good to you one minute, then he called you names another one. Remember how you hated it when he called you Tubby? I remember how you hated that, Tubby? Wait a minute. You hated him. He wouldn't let you love him, would he? Go on, ask him. Ask him why he wouldn't let you love him. Go on. Ask him. Go on. Daddy. Ask him. Why won't you let me love you?
Now, look, son. Everything's gonna... Oh, my God, I'm hardly 75, 70.
Don't let him get a hold of the gun. Remember how he used to get all over you? Huh? No, don't, Dave. Kill him! Go on! Kill him! Go on! Kill him!
Hello there. Did you two get a new door yet?
Well, I'm not too good with sprung hinges, but I'm working on it. What's this, your homework?
Well, I just stopped by to bring Larry his police manual. He's been...
Police chocolates, they make very good reading.
How long do you think they're going to keep him in the jail ward?
I don't know.
Well, they still got some more tests to run. Doctor that I talked to said they were going to try chemotherapy. It's a drug treatment, and they've been able to work miracles with it.
Well, Larry could use a miracle right about now. Okay if I go in?
Sure.
Chuck. Hi, Larry.
Lieutenant. Oh, wow. Thanks. Hey, how's the case coming? Did we get that cop killer?
Yes, we did, Larry. We got him.
Good.
Yeah, we got him.